Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back. So let's talk a little bit about the whole market in general. Do PEPE, do Bonk, do Bitcoin, Ethereum, maybe Solana as well. And a certain drop happened yesterday. We saw this move right over here to the downside. Too much manipulation. I mean, earlier when I started the channel, I used to talk about manipulation a lot. A lot of people used to think that, oh no, the manipulation don't exist. But now you can see it in front of yourself. For example, this is what is this, man? Come on, man. I mean, come on. Okay, this is trading in 2025. You got a nice lovely little bit of a pattern breakout, retested, successful retest, and then whoop to the downside. So this is bullying, right? This is absolutely these are bullies, man. I'm gonna just tell you that this is bullying someone. Give them a pattern, drop them down. Even as a matter of fact, I think Bitcoin did the same. Bitcoin actually did have that drop to the downside. And on the 4-hour time frame, I actually was looking at Bitcoin yesterday. I actually gave a free call with Bitcoin, right? So I actually wanted to see if we can win by entries at 91k and putting a stop at 89. So it was a very small risk, like 1%, 1.2% risk, right? And yeah, they drop it down obviously, but you can see that it could have gone higher because this was like resistance. Okay, with Bitcoin, not too much manipulation because obviously this could have also been a short position. I could have opened, and I thought of opening a short position, but I thought it is way too down for me to open up a short position. Let's just do, a long position. But nope, it actually went down again. So maybe if it actually breaks and backtest, and then I could actually think of buying it again one more time. Right. And also, when we talk about people getting pissed off, look at this. I mean, look at this message here. Today's dump, right? So not today, but yesterday when Bitcoin was dropping down, made absolutely no sense. Bitcoin dumped $5,000 in 3 hours, right? So it went from 91k all the way down to 85, almost $6,000. 210 billion dollar wiped out of crypto market in a single day. Nearly $700 million got liquidated. The craziest part, there wasn't a single negative news. No FUD, no Trump tweeting, no stock market crashes, no tariff or bad earnings. Yeah, this is called manipulation. Whoever you are, if you watch my video, man, I just want to tell you that's the definition of manipulation. Nothing needs to happen for them to manipulate the market. Big whales, big money, institutional traders, they can do it. Okay, so it is down, but when it comes down to PEPE, there is one potential scenario here, and that is going to be this double bottom scenario. Maybe this drop down could be a second bottom and try to go up, maybe even make a triple bottom and eventually start to go back up again. That is a possibility. But if you start to go below, I think 403, then man, I don't know what's gonna happen. And personally, I don't know where the bottom really is. Like the RSI on the daily is really down. MACD is having a bullish cross, and can it go any lower? As I said before, if you get this manipulation, like the guy was crying about the manipulation, if you start to get this manipulation, then obviously anything anything bad can go, right? Like you can completely just go on and crash even one more time, like 50%, 60%. And speaking of crashing 50-60%, so let's say if you entered but PEPE nearly these price level that we're looking at. So you do have a price of like 572 or maybe 500, 400 levels. Now I think the next best thing to do is just to wait for a DCA opportunity, dollar cost averages. And if you do like a 50% drop, at least like to 273 or maybe round off to 250, then you could actually enter one more time. I don't know if they're planning to take this wick out, but it's getting very close to that wick, and for some reason I have a feeling that maybe they just want to take it out. What do I know, right? So maybe they want to do like another another 31%. That will be really bad. So where is it gonna go and stop? I don't know. Even the bottom could be in right now, it couldn't be. But the best I could actually wish to see is if this becomes a double bottom. If this actually becomes a double bottom, that will be very, very beautiful. It's not necessary that this wick gets filled. A lot of time it happens that the wick doesn't get filled, and eventually you just go back and you can actually continue to move to the upside. But let's say if you do fill it up, I think a DCA opportunity is something that could happen. Right, so Bitcoin along the way as well. Let's just hope that Bitcoin also makes that double bottom. So you have this one bottom here, maybe make another bottom, and then eventually start to break and then start to push to the upside. December just started, by the way. We're at the 1st of December. It's the last month in here. And they've actually even reversed the whole Q4. Normally, this is not Q4 that we know, right? I don't even think if Q4 has ever crashed like this in its history. 11 years of crypto, and this is like the first Q4 where you have the whole market just crashing down. This is not the style of Q4. So next month is going to be the beginning of Q1, January, February, and March. Maybe Q1 could be different. Maybe, let's hope so. I mean, if it does become different, then I will say this, that whatever discount we have in here for Q4 could be a preparation for Q1, right? If Q1 is going to be good, then I think getting some, I mean, I've bought some, right? You guys know this. I've actually entered into some of the coin. Solana is also down, right? So, right now all I can say is that some of these coins are still clinging on to some demand box. As you can see here, Solana does look like a place where it has an opportunity. Like, this is a pump place, another pump department, another pump department. And when I talk about double bottom, you can see that even in here, like, you used to pump and drop in the middle. Now, for example, let's say this is the current situation back in the day. You end up, and this is the drop that happened yesterday, but you still did what? Make first bottom, second bottom, double bottom, went up. First bottom, second bottom, up. First bottom, second bottom, up. So double bottoms are eventually things that can happen and maybe should even happen. Now, as I showed you, if the flow continues, first bottom, second bottom, and then you could even start to go on and move up with Solana as well. Okay, and let's actually do maybe Ethereum here. Do we have any? Okay, Ethereum, yeah, we do have a support line here, by the way, with Ethereum. So you can see that you got your resistance right there, resistance here, resistance there, and this is your first bounce of it. You could have another bounce of it. So to me, I think that even as we speak right now, chances are you're going to actually make some double bottom and then eventually go back up. I do see the chance of having double bottom, and then eventually the coins could go up. I mean, it's too bloody and it's too oversold, and the fear is at its peak right now. People are so scared, right? And here's the thing. If you buy with a lot of money, and at this point, if you just over leverage or anything, it's a little bit hard, because there's a saying that goes, don't catch a falling knife, right? So it is falling, but don't catch it with huge leverage. Don't be like 50x. It's a good opportunity. Nothing is going to happen, But yes, do catch with some amount, right? You got $1,000, go with 400, maybe even go with $600 from my side, right? And the more you make, like, another further 50%, do some DCA. Do some more and more DCA, because if you see, the beauty about DCA is that it actually gives you a breathing room. If you entered PEPE at, let's say, 500, and then you buy again at 250, it will be as if you bought between 500 and 250. If you put $500 here, you put it $500 again at 250. After 50% drop, it actually brings you to the average buying of what? 350. Yes, you didn't buy at 250, and you didn't even buy at a high of 500, but at least you got it at 350. And even if you go back to 500 again, you'll still be in profit, right? So crypto has strategies. There are some nice, good strategies, and yeah, of course, and vice versa. You make it all the way to 125, and then you put in the last DCA. I would actually say to do a 3-step DCA, no more than 3, right? don't go above 3. And when you speak of 3, you want to actually calculate how much money you're willing to divide into 3 different DCA pieces. So that is pretty much it. I hope some of the tips here are going to help with DCA, and let's actually hope we get a double bottom from here and actually go up. Finger crossed. I have a feeling double bottom is going to happen and we're going to go back up again. And that's all for the video. I'm going to see you in the next one. Love.